Ya uma uda was goody to the gods and the goddesses and was popping to the people. I don't know what happened with the intro. My bad. But let me get situated while I wait for y'all to get situated. Today we got ourselves a bit of a situation. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Just about to get what come out the ugly? Oogly. This about to get oogly. We got I'm going I'm gonna hit y'all real heavy with this sports thing today. Give me a second to get it together. But it's up and it's stuck. When I get through with y'all tonight, we about to break the sport thing down like never before. I went in here, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm trying to keep it light because the debate coming up, so I ain't dealing with nothing I gotta study too heavy. And I already know a lot about sports, but I did a little digging and I found way more than I bargained for. And I had a couple common sense moments. Those always piss me off when I discover stuff that was like, duh, why you didn't think of that? I had to discover it somewhere else when it was such a duh moment. It's like, I'd be mad, I'd be disappointed in myself. So tonight, this ain't, if you're not really a sports fan per se, because I know a heavy percentage of my viewers is the queens and females and women and ladies and so now that doesn't mean anything because nowadays a lot of women are in the sports, but some aren't. So I don't want that to deter you thinking, oh, he finna be dropping stats and no. We're gonna talk about what we normally talk about. This is misinformation. So we get to the nitty gritty. We're gonna do the same thing tonight. We just gonna do it with sports. It's a lot of filth and flim flam. But another thing they had, let me pull this up for y'all. I seen something. I always be telling y'all about the telescope hustle. I seen something to do with the telescope hustle that I was gonna show y'all just to prove my point. It was an article. Let me find this article real quick. Is it? Wait. It might be this one right here. Y'all give me a second, man. Is this the one? Let me see. No, that's it. But it's 2 pages. That's the second page. Let me get it up real quick. Is it this one about the? See, I can't tell. It might be this one. Let me see. It don't matter. We got time. Y'all ain't ready. Oh no. That's something from my let me get that off the screen. That's some heat from my debate. That wasn't even supposed to pop up. Yeah, on the 13th, we gonna get her done. We're gonna get her done on the 13th. Okay, here's what I was looking for. Now look what this says. James Webb Telescope confirms there's something seriously wrong with our understanding of the universe. Duh. Depending on where we look, the universe is expanding at different rates. Now scientists using the James Webb and Hubble Space Telescopes have confirmed that the observation is not down to a measurement. Wait, where is it? Here we go. Astronomers have used the James Webb and Hubble Space Telescopes to confirm one of the most one of the most troubling conundrums in all of physics, that the universe appears to be expanding at baffling different speeds depending on where we look. Or you lied about the size of it in the first place. Or it was bigger than your dumbass thought in the first place. It ain't expanding. You just never knew what the hell you was. No, that's not true. You just been lying. We're going to keep it that way. Peace to the queen, Yahoo Uma. So, no, the universe is not expanding quicker than you can keep up with. You just lied about how big it was in the first place. Now we're getting smarter, so you got to tell the truth. You people are amazing. The tellers. And then here's what's crazy to me. Y'all actually believe. Y'all believe that white folk made a looking glass, and depending on how expensive it is, depending on how much you're willing to pay for your looking glass, the better off you are. But what they're telling you is you could look at a telescope and you could see other planets and all of this different shit. So you do realize if you can look in a telescope and see other planets, that means that a telescope can see outside of planet Earth. Do you actually believe? Well, before I ask you that, let me ask you this. From your house right now, do you have anything that would allow you to see outside of your neighborhood from your house? You don't. Unless you use your phone, then you could call somebody, but you see the flaw in that theory. There would have to be someone where you would like to see in order to give you the visual. So let's get back to the bullshit y'all think. You think that white folk made you a looking glass that can actually see outside the planet. Now I know what the super smart people gonna say. He dumb as fuck. That don't make sense. I got a telescope. I looked through one before. This guy's an idiot. No, you just believe whatever the so-called smart people tell you. But when you start using logic, you want me to believe that I could go to Walmart right now, and if I'm willing to spend $500-$600, I could buy me a looking glass that could see outside of the planet. Do you know how big a fucking planet is? And how can you see outside of a fucking planet? This is the shit that y'all believe. You would never be willing to understand that the word outer space is a telltale sign that they're lying. What do you mean? Because you have to use logic and just listen to things. Sometimes repeat them to yourself. The term where they tell you the other planets are is in outer space. Okay, well, check this out. I got a laptop right here. Everything around it is considered the outer space for my laptop. If I stand in a doorway Anything that's not in the doorway is outer space. You see where this thing is going? They fuck you every time with terminology because they give you a word, but then they tell you what it means. No. You don't have to get spiffy for me. I can think for myself. Outer space means the outer space of a thing. But outside of the planet is outside of the planet. That's something different. How about this? You know what a space station is, right? White folk go kind of far out there and they build these little stations. It's called a space station. But check this out. If they can build a space station in outer space, that means they can build things in outer space, which means who's to say that they have ever actually left the planet? Because that's not what they said. They said they went to outer space. And for the super smart people who think I'm being an idiot right now, here's what I need you to do. Google outer space and find out that it only means a certain amount of kilometers above sea level. It doesn't mean leave the planet by definition. That's just what they tell you. By definition, outer space is however many kilometers above sea level. Which means, by definition, outer space is not leaving the planet. Because if they could actually leave the planet, why the fuck is super smart, dumbass Elon Musk firing up rockets every other month talking about it didn't work out? So somebody's telling a lie. I keep telling y'all, all you gotta do is pay attention. It won't pay you. Outer space is just a certain amount of kilometers above sea level, meaning they're not leaving the fucking planet. If they actually knew how to leave, you think they'd still be here with your hard-head ass? They've been trying to kill you for 1,000,000 years and you won't die. It's actually more of you niggas. I was just watching something from the 80s where they was talking about Jordan Maxwell, and then was talking about 4.5 billion people on the planet. Shit, it's 8 billion people on the planet now. Mine would happen in 30, 40 years. 40 years. So this depopulation program or ideology, it ain't working. You niggas is multiplying. That's why now they trying to tell you they're going to Pluto and Mars and all this old weird shit. Yahoo, peace to the queens. So yes, you Negroes, nice try. You ain't going nowhere. You didn't come from here in the first goddamn place. So before you go home, you got to handle your business here. You didn't just come here for vacation, Negro. You came here to clean house. So before you get all of these glamorous ideals of traveling to Mars, you better get rid of motherfuckers who took over your shit first. How about that? They're lying as usual. Ain't no goddamn piece of glass gonna see outside of a fucking planet. They tell you planets are so big and so far away, but a piece of glass can see to Mars? Bro, that is whatever. Now, I could see if you had a telescope like they got, some shit with a bunch of wires that you plugging into some shit, then you might see some shit. But that shit y'all buying for a few $1,000s and then you get to look at Saturn and count the rings and all that shit, you're looking at fucking mirages. Those things outside the planet, that is literally something they turn on and turn off. As you approach the planet, they turn that shit off, and you fly right into a goddamn space station. Star Wars was telling your ass the truth. That's how shit be looking. And you notice when Star Wars want to go to another planet, they get in their motherfucking thing and go. It ain't all this complicated. We got to travel to another. No, they just, because shit's here, bro. All the planets are here. A planet is not what they told you. And the distance between them is not what they told you. So that was just my my scientific nerd moment. Let's get to the get on while we here. Now, there is hold on, man. What's up with the likes? Y'all just in here hanging out with no love, huh? That's how we do. Can we get the likes up? Can we share? Can we goddamn it, man, one time for the one time. Let me get some likes and some shares and just let me know I'm appreciated. God damn. God damn. Now, we are so I went down this little sporting journey because like I said, I wasn't really in the gonna go too heavy on it. I just want to draw a couple comparisons for y'all and let y'all look at a few things. But when I got in here, I got to seeing all kind of stuff. And so just like everything else, it's like so we look at all of this Puffy shit. Let's just start there. We looking at Puffy and all of these allegations. And we forget that whatever the premier sport is or the premier thing is, that's where the allegations come from. So like, for instance, when boxing was popping real heavy, then they got Mike Tyson and a couple other boxers. When football was popping real heavy, they was knocking off football players left or right. Now you got a lot of shit going on in boxing, and there's always something going on in basketball. I feel like basketball is the most occultic sport we have. Basketball is got a lot of shit in there. But so we be seeing the rappers, do like this. And these are the two horns, and this is the tail. So this is the devil horns. We used to think it meant rock and roll, but really, this is an ode to Satan. That's the devil horns and the tail. So now you can see. We're gonna go through. Hold on. Let me. I got a couple more picks. Y'all just give me 30 seconds. We're gonna go through these picks. And I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, and then I'm gonna connect this real quick. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, one more. I'm gonna just do it as I go. One more. Hold on, and we'll use this one. Okay, now, so. We know the first time we ever seen people doing this, we was looking at the the rock and rollers. And then we got we start seeing rappers do it. And now y'all know I done showed before a picture of Obama doing it, Bush doing it. All the presidents did it. Prime ministers, the royal family. We got tons of people mysteriously throwing up this symbol. So now we know what it means. So now this is your number one basketball player, LeBron. That's Big Ben Roethlisberger throwing it up. Right before 49ers game or during the 49ers game, that's the coach throwing it up. Now look at this on the sideline. Mike Tomlinson throwing it up right there as Antonio Brown catch it and run out of bounds. Now, what's crazy about this is now, Zone 1, what's happening, Kim Folk? Always a blessing to see you in the building. It's sports night too. We about to cook. Now, now watch. Now this was the one that I said I should have caught this on my own, and it pissed me off. Think about when you go bowling. Think about how you hold the bowling ball. You think that's a coincidence? You got to throw up and then the thumb going to the other one. So that's the whole devil horn right there. The thumb going there, so that's the whole, you using the whole thing right there to bowl. You think that was a fucking coincidence? When you see all the athletes doing it, now it gets deeper. Not only are you using the devil horn, but the object is to use the devil horn, throw the ball, and knock down the pyramid. Now, the word ball y'all know, whenever we talk about something, everybody like to say the Jews run it. They say that the Jews run the sports entertainment. Excuse me. They say the Jews run Hollywood. They say the Jews run hip hop. Okay. We've been on this kick lately of identifying things. Okay. Jews, Israelites. Okay. So now we're talking about Canaanites. The origin of these people is Canaanites. So the origin of the Jews is they were originally Canaanites. Now, ironically, in Canaan, one of the deities they worshiped was Baal. Baal, B-A-A-L. But you can't play a sport without a B-A-L-L, a ball. Same name, different fucking spelling. You cannot participate in sports without saying the name of the Canaanite deity they used to worship. You can't tell me that's a fucking coincidence. And I'm going to prove to you that it's not. Woo! Baseball is an occultic Masonic ritual where even most of the players aren't aware of their actual role in the ritual itself, nor does the unaware audience of the masses watching the game ritual from home or at the stadium. The field is all about Masonic geometry that is based on the principle of 6 that represents the ego. And the game is entirely based upon the number 3 that represents the satanic trinity of Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. But y'all see, the baseball diamond is the Masonic compass. Woo! We cooking already. So you got to use the devil horn and throw the bowling ball to knock down the pyramid. That's heavy. I don't even know if y'all know how heavy that is. That's heavy. It's heavy. Please hit the like. Please hit the share. Rock with your boy one time. If people ask you who the crazy nigga you was watching, tell them you just found me on somebody's channel or whatever. You ain't even got to claim me. It's cool. It's cool. I'm cool with that. But now let's get back on LeBron for a minute. Y'all remember at the beginning of his career, He used to throw the powder on his hands and throw it up. And then he'd throw up the devil horns, put the 666 on his head, and then beat his chest. Woo! Why is he beating his chest? For 2 reasons. Woo-hoo-hoo! I can't believe I'm cooking this heavy already. Watch this. Why is LeBron doing this ceremony? Okay. He throw the white powder up in the air. Now, when he throw the white powder up in the air, then he throw the devil horns to the sky. Then he put the 666 on top of his crown. Then he hit his chest like this. Now, up under his chest, he got the tattoo. Damn, that's the one thing I didn't. Let me see. I'm gonna grab it for y'all in a second. I got it. Wait, no, let me find it. Let me just find it. Let me find a tattoo for y'all real quick. What the hell I just do? Let me find a tattoo for y'all really quick, because he got the tattoo on LeBron James' chest is the same tattoo that the Boule members got. The Black Secret Society. I'm gonna find it for y'all in a minute. So he got the same tattoo on his chest that's from the Black Boule Secret Society. It's the lion with the dragon tail. Now, that's one reason why he beating his chest. He throw it to the air, put it on his crown, then he tap his chest because he got it on his chest. Also, this is symbolic of alpha, the alpha male. You know, King Kong beating his chest. This is symbolic of the alpha male. Now, you know, stop calling yourself alpha male, because alpha male just means the beta male is the bottom, the alpha is the top. These are homosexual Greek terms for a homosexual relationship with an older man and a younger man. So the beta is usually the younger apprentice. That's another thing in Star Wars. When you hear that apprentice thing, part of the apprenticeship was you groomed them sexually also. It wasn't just information and shit like that. It was a sexual grooming also. Remember, most of what y'all dealing with come from a Greco-Roman homosexual society. And I'm finna show y'all, for everybody to think I'm stunting, okay, what's the #1 shoe brand on the planet? What's the #1 shoe brand on the planet? Nike, right? Nike, right? The Greek goddess. I'm gonna read it. So I ain't got time to look for it. What the Greek goddess? Oh, wait, here you go, right here. I just synced it. I'm tweaking. I just synced it here. I'm gonna get you right today. Don't run. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. I'm gonna get you right today. What we got? Nike is the Greek goddess of victory, both in regards to war and friendly competition. She is often associated with Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, and Zeus, king of the gods. So now you see why Nike is the #1 shoe brand. Because this is the Greek goddess. This is Greek goddess worship. When you participating in this whole Nike thing, this is Greek goddess worship. See, I say y'all this all the time. Y'all in the habit of doing things just for the hell of it. The people who we're talking about, they don't do things just for the hell of it. Everything has got a methodology connected to it. So anything you see them do, there's a methodology and a purpose for it. They're not just doing it just for shits and giggles. So let's go with the Olympics. What is the Olympics? Where does that word come from? Olympia. Mount Olympia. That's where Zeus is from. The Greek god Zeus. Now the Olympics, the biggest dance in town, only come around every 4 years. That's more Greek shit. What's the purpose of college fraternities? When you pledge to a college fraternity, these are the people who run your world on a surface level. All the frat people. And most of them entertainers, if you talk to them, most of them was in a fraternity. Shaq, all these dudes, Kevin Hart, all these dudes is frat dudes. They'll tell you. Bill Bellamy, all the way back, these is fraternity dudes. So now, fraternities are Greek. The problem is we need justification. And that'd be a huge problem. We need justification for our behavior. So we be looking for anything to save us. But it's time to admit we've been motherfucking had. Big deal. Big deal. You got duped. Okay. It said first time, shame on them. Second time, shame on me. The first time they was wrong for what they did to you. Fuck it, it's done. Now, shame on you for not catching and peeping the play. Like how many times we gonna fall for the same shit? Same soup, just reheated. Look at my background. They literally made basketball jersey dresses. And y'all didn't say nothing? You know why? Because of silly Negroes like me in the 90s let them get away with that grandmama shit with Larry Johnson. Let a grown-ass man with big-ass muscles put on a dress and pretend he was his grandma. And we thought it was funny. And that shit led to Medea and all of this other shit that we just keep letting slide. Because we don't understand the ramifications of young black men seeing big, swole, muscular black men in dresses. This is submission. A lot of things that we're participating in is submission. That's what it's all about. Look at this situation Meek Mill's is in. This is all about submission. I had let me show y'all this picture real quick. This shit threw me the fuck off. This shit threw me off. Somebody posted this. Damn, here you go. I got two things I supposed to deal with this first, but it's relevant. Give me a second to snatch it up off of here. Because we gotta deal with this shit. We gotta start dealing with this shit properly. Okay, so now this is Greek. This is Greco-Roman shit. Now, for anybody that's really been rocking with me, you know we've been on religion heavily, and we've been showing you that the origins of these religions is from Greek Hellenization, which was a 300-year period where the Greeks basically converted the world to their spiritual and belief system. So now, how are we? Because you think this ain't got nothing to do with the Greeks. That was a long time ago. This is America. So why the fuck is everything here Greek 2,000, almost 3,000 years later? Why is everything way on the other side of the planet Greek? 2,000 plus years later. You think they just guessing? I keep telling y'all, it's the same fucking people, bro. I know it's hard to fathom. That's because you don't understand what an empire is. All you gotta do. We've been going heavy off the King and Queen movies lately because I learned so much from them. And for y'all people who think that you can't learn from movies, you're out of your fucking mind. The real shit you can barely learn from. The fake shit is where they tell the truth at because they know you think it's a fantasy. They tell all kind of truth and shit that ain't supposed to be true. Them King Queen movies will show you so much motherfucking shit. Literally. I'm going to give y'all a good one. You got to be able to endure the 5 seasons, though. But if you can get through the kingdom, the last kingdom, with my boy Uhtred of Bremenberg. If you can get through the last kingdom, it'll show you what they did. It'll show you how regimes change without changing. So, like, if you conquer an empire that was more advanced than you, you just conquered educational system. So you're not gonna, if these people were more advanced than you, more intellectually further than you, you just was better fighters. Okay, so you whooped their ass. The barbarians, they take over, they going against the England. They take over one of their major towns. And it's a library full of scrolls. Dude said, what level of sorcery is this? Words, but nobody is speaking them. What is this? He said, I must learn this magic. The other barbarian was like, it's bullshit. We're going to burn it. He said, no, I must learn this magic. Now think about that. Now, you take this over. You're a barbarian. You just fuck fornicating war. You conquer people that got a fucking library, an entire room with nothing but scrolls and pieces of paper on them. What the fuck is this all about? But once you figure it out, what made these people so advanced, you be a damn fool to stay the same way you was. You got to be honest with yourself and admit these people was eons ahead of us. They just can't fight that good. Now we're going to take our fighting and their intellect and we're going to advance further than our people ever advanced. So then you take Vikings, who are straight warlords, and as they're conquering England, they already conquered Rome, and they're conquering England, and as they're doing so, they're conquering information. They're conquering sophistication. They're conquering an upgrade. So now as the regime switch, you're going to see half Viking, half English, because they intermarrying, they having sex and fornicating. It's going down for a long time. And I told y'all, and this movie shows it well, when you at war with people, there's going to be sex. A lot of it is rape. Some of it is consensual. Now, after that war is over with, whatever happens, happens. But a lot of babies got made for the last 100 years. But either way it goes, you get to see how regimes, the same people, but they shift. Once the Romans conquered the Greeks, everybody know the Romans used to idolize the Greeks. The Greeks used to idolize the Egyptians. So once the Greeks conquered the Egyptians, they created religion in the modern day sense because Egyptians had spirituality and they didn't understand what it was. So they forced the Egyptians to teach them and offer those teachings They created what we now recognize as modern day religion. So what I'm trying to get you to see is when you see the sports laden with Greek deities, Greek ideologies, Greek names, then you understand it's not just mimicking. These are the same people. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Y'all keep seeing pyramids in America talking about America is the first Egypt. Bitch, Egypt is the first Egypt. America is the first America. Y'all say weird shit. How about this? How about whoever was running shit stretched the empire? The only way you're going to see the same thing amongst group of people who supposedly never met each other is if it's the same fucking people. It ain't two different groups of people. Thousands of miles apart. Civilizations that never knew each other and both gonna get the ideology to build pyramids. No, you know how fucking hard it is to build a pyramid? That's why they have never been recreated. This is sacred geometry. This is high-level mathematics. Modern day technology cannot recreate the pyramids. But these primitive civilizations could do it. It's the same fucking people. So now back to this sports thing. If it's the same people, then who are we talking about? Well, no matter what sport it is, no matter what level of entertainment, it's a couple things that's common. You're going to see this symbol, and you're going to see this symbol, and you're going to see this symbol, and you're going to see this symbol. And all of this different stuff. People who never hung out, never met each other, just decided, you know what? LeBron was just thinking like, you know what? What would be some really cool shit to do after I score points or before I even start the game? What would be some really cool shit to do? I know. I'm going to throw fucking powder in the air. I'm going to throw up rock and roll. And then I'm going to put the OK symbol on top of my... What the fuck does that mean? If you say it like that, it means nothing. Because that's what we think. We think he just threw up talcum powder. We think this means rock and roll. And we think this means OK. If that's true, then LeBron's a fucking idiot. When are we going to be willing to admit? When we going to man up and woman up and just admit there's something going on over our head? I'll give y'all something real brief. Let me show y'all how ego fucks us. Now, this is slightly off topic, but I'm gonna connect it. So, one of the brothers post one of the queens flicked up in the mirror showing a little back shot. And he says, women who have husbands, why do you need this type of attention? And so this younger queen get in there and she's saying it's her body. She has the right to do what she wants. Stop objectifying her and men are pigs. She's got that whole energy. And I just put thumbs down on it and left it at that. She came back full guns blazing. I'm all kind of coons. I love King James. I'm an undercover white Jesus colonizing loving. Like, she went straight in on me. And it's like, I know right now y'all tweaking because anybody know me know that she couldn't have been further from the truth. But this is what she think, because I'm saying black women shouldn't be half naked if they married. So I just tell her, her whole, I'm gonna sum it up. Her whole argument is gender identity. Now, she called me a coon. I love white people and all that shit. The term gender, this gender identity is created by a white man. I don't even know why people be fucking with me. Like, they don't know how thorough I am. That term was created by a white man, first of all. Second of all, any form of gender equality was it. Any form of gender equality did not become a discussion in America till the 1860s. I believe it was 1866, but it was the 1860s. So according to what they said, that's when they abolished slavery, 1865, 1866. So you mean to tell me during the abolishment of slavery, this is what was on our mind? No, it wasn't. So my point is, we don't be knowing certain stuff. And so we take our current ideologies about these things and run with it. But you need to know the history of a thing. So if we're talking about sports, before you tell me that sports is not corrupted, you need to know the history of a thing. One brother said, sports can't be fake. He said sports can't be fake because that's illegal because of betting. Bro, because of gambling, he said. Bro, gambling is rigged. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, I don't know. But my point is, we need for certain things to be a certain way to appease our sanity and our confusion. Our title the other night in Clubhouse was, do Black people need the Bible to be true? The same way we need sports not to be rigged, because that's the last crutch we got. If a Black man overall, if Black America did have basketball and football, this would be a bunch of Negroes playing video games, which it already is, but it would be even more so than it was. But now, why do we need these things? Why does sports have to be real? Because so much is invested in it. We bet thousands of dollars on this. I had this footage people turn up their TVs after they lose the Super Bowl. I know y'all probably seen it. I didn't get a chance to pull it up, but y'all could. It's right on YouTube. People lose this year after people lost the Super Bowl, bro. People threw chairs at their TV. People body slammed their TV. I'm talking about the flat screen 60-inch joint into the wall. Family threw something at it. Then he snatched it out the wall, threw it on the floor. Then he picked it up off the floor and body slammed it. Little short dude went crazy. And then the little son just shook his head and walked off. It's like, how do you show your children this side of you? How do you feel like it's okay? But they got us in a psychological place. Let's deal with football. You have to have, this game cannot start until all the men in the bend over. The football game can't start until the men on the field bend over first. They got to get face to face and bend over. That within itself is crazy. Let's just think about it. The game can't start until 10 men bend over and get face to face. And now the next thing that has to happen is another man has to walk up behind the man that's bent over and reach between his legs and grab a ball. Let's think about this shit. Don't look at me talking about I'm trying to be weird and all this shit. I ain't make this shit up. But you got to keep in mind, where's the football game at? In the motherfucking Coliseum. So what are we doing once again? We're playing Greek games. This is a Greek concoction. and the Greeks was homosexuals. So this is why you can't start a football game till 10 men bend over, 8 men bend over. Then another man got to stand behind the bent over man and put his hand between his legs. That's how it begins. All the men got on skin tight pants and shit. That's how the game begins. Go look at the beginning of basketball and look at those shorts. You think the shorts that Dr. J was wearing? I was finna say Magic Johnson, but I fucked up what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, you think what Magic Johnson was wearing was little? Look at what Dr. J had on. Who ideal was it for men to wear booty shorts ever? Why wasn't long shorts just the initial goddamn it idea? What I'm trying to tell y'all is this ain't about you. The reason why this don't resonate with you because you personalize it. You think if you admit this shit weird, it means something about you. No, it means something about you that you ain't figured out it's weird yet. That's when it's starting to look crazy on your end. Off the rip, you're a victim like the rest of us. But once we get to pointing this shit out and y'all get to looking like no comprende, that's when I get to saying shit, no comprende. It's right there in front of your freaking face. Kyrie Irving. Let's talk about this fucktard. He had all of y'all mad as hell. Kyrie, I'm riding with Kyrie. Notice he ain't had no problem with the people since then. Notice he apologized. And here's what you didn't notice. Why the fuck Kyrie Irving, the back of his shoe got this on there? Why does the shit that's on the back of this dollar, this motherfucking eyeball in this pyramid, and we know this is the eye, this is the that glare fucking me up. Y'all know the pyramid on the back of the dollar and the glaring eye, that's the Luciferian eye, the all-seeing eye. That's Luciferianism. Okay, Kyrie got that shit. He got the all-seeing eye tattooed on his arm or his chest. He got it on the back of his sneakers. On his hand, he got the 6-point Jewish star with the circle on it. He got all his tattoos. He got a cult tattoos on him. But it don't resonate with y'all because y'all don't know what the shit means. So to you, it's like, he just getting tatted up. Man. No! Y'all get on my fucking nerves when y'all say that. Well, how you gonna just listen, bro? People like me spend a lot of motherfucking time studying this shit. Only to have somebody who don't study a motherfucking thing come to you like all mad and all intense and all aggravated. Like, man, how you just gonna say that? Motherfucker, because I study. That's how. I got the right to make claims based on my studies. And what you got the right to do is disprove me or learn something. Nothing wrong with learning. Reading is fundamental. Learning is what they say you're supposed to do. This shit get frustrating because the information is out there. We got to stop being closed-minded. I'm open to it all. My son be asking me, do I believe in Bigfoot? Until they prove that motherfucker don't exist, he probably around here somewhere. I believe it all. The reason why I believe it all is because I got to disprove it. I don't just say shit. I go disprove it. I didn't just stop believing Santa Claus. I looked at one day and seen that you could spell Santa and Satan the same way without changing nothing. Just switch the letters around. That was an issue to me because I don't believe that a nigga is the first one that thought of this. I don't believe that the inventors of Santa Claus didn't notice that they were spelling Satan. I don't buy that. And y'all do, because if you admit what I'm saying, that means in December, you got to explain to your kids why that demonic ass tree ain't in the corner. and why ain't no presents. To avoid that discussion, you just say, I just do it for the kids. And then you go spend all your hard-earned money with the same people who hate your fucking guts. And I know we going to spend with them regardless, but I'm not just going to donate to these fuckers if I can help it. These signs and symbols is telling us something. Look at this. Let me show y'all something with this. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. I'm finna show y'all something with this. Wait. How my son told me to do this? Nope, that ain't it. He told me, go in here. Where is it in here? I'm finna figure it out, y'all. Hold on one time. He said, go in here. No, it ain't there. I'm trying to find, I think it's in here. Video. Is this how I do it? How do I get to no, that ain't it. I'm damn. He gonna talk about me like a dog if I call and ask him. It's I'm trying to show y'all this this MMA thing and this boxing thing of these dudes kissing. These MMA fighters and these boxers be kissing, bro. Mouth to mouth. How two people who want to kill each other got their lips touching? Huh? You two guys is faced off. Y'all been talking smack for 3 months. I'm going to kill him. He's a piece of shit. He can't fight. He can't hold my jock strap. I'm going to break his legs. Then you get your first chance to face off, and y'all foreheads and lips is touching? Why? Why is that? And it's a lot more than you would think. It's a lot more than you think. I don't be knowing. Damn, I don't remember how to do this shit. No, that's it. Leave the studio. I can't do that. I thought it would. Wait, is it this? Let me see something real quick. Nope, that ain't it either. I ain't gonna fuck it up, y'all. It's a way that I could. I don't never remember. Fuck. I should have did it beforehand, but I share screen. What that do? Nope. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone. But y'all could look up gayest UFC boxing moments and watch them boy be kissing before the fight and doing all kind of weirdo shit. In basketball, they got you wearing dresses now. What is this need for this? Because keep in mind, we're in the Colosseums. This is Greek. This is Greek. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, you are under a system. This is a Christian nation. Everybody in here don't have to be Christian. This is a Christian nation, which means is governed by Christian ideology. The basis core of Christian ideology is the Father, Son, and the dead woman. The Holy Ghost is a dead woman. I keep trying to tell y'all that. It's about the man, the young child, father and son, because they're pedos. The man and the young child. And the woman became a ghost. Why you think when you get the Holy Spirit, you all over the place and your life in danger? You're banging your head into things, people got to come help you. Because that's not no good spirit. They're stealing African ceremonies and using them to invoke spirits on Sunday. That's what they're doing with the music. That's why once the tambourines get to going, you can't stop tapping, you can't stop moving. Yeah. Now, look at your church ceremony and then go back and look at your African people doing their ceremony around the hut. A couple thousand years ago, 500 years ago, same shit. You're invoking spirits. Only our African ancestors knew exactly what they were invoking for what purpose. When you're in church, you are just a vessel. You're an open vessel. So they're opening up your vessel and allowing demonic entities to come feed off of your energy every Sunday. That's the purpose of the stained glass windows. To trap the light in and keep the real light out. The sunlight can't penetrate. Ain't nothing inside your church but artificial light, because the stained glass windows block out the sun. Sun is intelligence. If the pastor is really divine and speaking through God, why wouldn't you allow the intelligence of the sun to come through that window? This is simple science. And I know you're saying the pastor's not a scientist. Well, according to him, he talked to God and was sent by God. God's a scientist. It's cap. It's game they're running. So now, we got some more though. I ain't through with y'all. Because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You thinking this clip empty. No, this clip ain't empty. I'm gonna keep firing. Hold on. I just didn't put all these motherfucking slides up. I'm gonna keep firing, man. I got 20-something slides over here. I'm gonna keep firing at y'all. This is not a game. Because I'm finna show y'all something. Hold on. As soon as I grab these last three, we're gonna really cook. Because I'm finna show y'all something. And do not forget, on the 13th, it's gonna be real in the field. On the 13th of next month, I am debating against a brother named Ronnie Martin, and we are debating the resurrection. I say there was no resurrection of Jesus Christ. He says there was. He's going to have to prove it. And if he was right here, he'd be like, you're going to have to prove it too. Ronnie a good dude, though, man. He be talking real greasy, but he a good dude. He ain't no malicious dude. He just get excited. That's cool. I get excited over information too, so I can't be mad at him. I'm gonna calm him down though on the 13th. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna let him relax a bit on the 13th. From the old school people, y'all know, y'all remember that oops upside your head. I'm gonna give him a oops upside his head one time for the one time, and then he gonna be cooler than the other side of the pillow. Okay, that was the last one. Now, that there say, Young Yudi in the building. What's to it, God body? So now, hold on one second. Let me get back to the slide game. Which one is this? Nike being depicted holding wreath reminds us that the victory she has out. That in victory she was always ready to encase a winner's. This shit is cut off. Oh my goodness gracious. That was about the goddess Nike. I done clipped the damn thing too short. My fault, y'all. This was the thing about Mount Olympus, though. In Greek mythology, Mount Olympus was regarded as the abode of the gods and the site of the throne of Zeus. The name Olympus was used for several other mountains, as well as hills, villages, and mythical personages in Greece, Asia Minor. Greek sport cannot be separated from Greek religion. The two domains were connected in many ways. Sports contests always took place in the context of a religious festival in honor of a god near a sanctuary. The origin of the contest was also explained by the intervention of gods and mythical heroes. So y'all can see these was games, because one thing you have to understand is the ancient world was predominantly spiritual. Even if you didn't have a religion, you had some form of a spiritual belief. Now, a lot of it was rooted in things that we would nowadays call satanic or Luciferian or things like that. Especially when you look at what the Vikings was into, they was Satanists and didn't even know it, or maybe they did. Well, I don't think they knew it, but their whole practice was satanic like a motherfucker. But it was real. But they were extremely dedicated to their spiritual beliefs. They, contrary to what you would think about Vikings, they were extremely spiritual people. Then everything they did was spiritual. Now it was a weird ass spiritual system, but it was spiritual. So my point is, you didn't have very many things that didn't connect to spirituality. So sporting games also had religious connotations to them. A lot of times took place in religious settings. Who is that's the I think that's the is that the soccer player that was heavy into God? Damn, it was Neymar, the soccer player that was heavy into God, and they gave him a contract, $5.5 million, to not speak about God for a year, and he took the contract. Which reminds me, that was another thing I was gonna get on. I don't know if y'all seen that. What's the white boy? The white dude from Higher Learning. I can't think of it. Michael Rappaport. I don't know if y'all seen that. He got caught on the phone cussing somebody out and getting clarity about making sure that check was gonna come for him saying anti-Semitic type shit or anti-Palestinian type shit. Uphold the Jews, anti-Palestinian, and watermelon rhetoric and shit like that. And then when he got off the phone, he realized he was being recorded, and he snapped them. Don't fucking record that, and he bum rush whoever that was. So they have been. My point is, we got to stop looking at this thing so fucking innocently and giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. Excuse me. There is professional athletes. They don't look at you the same way you look at them. And see, because they do a press conference and tell you how important the fans are, like I literally be having people tell me such and such ain't true because so-and-so said it ain't. I be talking about, man, they threw up the devil horns and they be like, man, they already said they're not into that. Huh? So celebrities don't lie now, huh? Professional athletes don't lie. Well, why they keep getting caught up lying to their girlfriends, keep getting caught up with the wrong baby mama, keep getting caught in the wrong vehicle? Like everybody keep getting caught doing some dishonest shit. But then as soon as the athletes get to talking to the fans, they honorable. Bro, most of y'all for $100 would flat out lie. And every time I add another $100, it increases the potentiality of getting you to say, yeah, you a lie. And the more money I add, the stakes will get higher on who you'll lie to. For $100, you ain't gonna lie to nobody important. For $500, do you know how many people ain't gonna turn down $500 for very many reasons? Now I know all y'all bought them, and I got money. $500 ain't nothing. Yeah, that's not normal. Normal people go to work every day and budget. You find any normal working class motherfucker and say, give you $500, you go lie to that person. How many people you think gonna be like, no, I'm not getting involved? Get the fuck out of here. Your $500 is took. Lie to whoever the fuck out. People are gonna tell a lie for $500. Would you tell one for 5 million? You see how easy it is? You telling people who never had nothing to tell a lie, and this lie could change their existence. You honestly think people ain't gonna fucking tell the lie, y'all? It's crazy to me. Talking about them people rich, they ain't got no reason to lie. Bitch, they got rich because they had a reason to lie. Their whole existence is a fucking lie. So if their whole existence is a lie, niggas should have basket through a net for a living and make more money than the president. You don't think that within itself is a goddamn lie? It's a reason why these people get paid more than the people who educate you and run the country. Think about it. Entertainers get paid more than the people who educate you and the people who run the country. There's no way in hell a guy who smoke weed and listen to rap music and know how to shoot a ball through a hoop should make more money than some hard-working person who went through college, got their degree, stayed on the straight and narrow, and decide they have a passion for teaching the youth. Now, we say education is everything, but the people who educate our children make damn near the least amount of money in society. So my point is, it's a reason why they're willing to pay these people so much. Could it be to keep the deception going? To keep the deception going. We look at that Kobe Bryant had something called The Muse. He came out with his little basketball documentary before he passed away called The Muse. Do y'all know a muse is a demonic entity? And now he did a little show called Muse Cage with a purple puppet snake that he called Lil Mamba. And he was explaining, and Lil Mama's got a kid voice, and this is something that it's on a kid level, so it's definitely for the children. And he's talking about the light muse and the dark muse. And then Little Mamba says, "No, I don't like the dark muse. That sounds bad." And then Kobe says, "Well, yeah, it can be. But guess what? The dark muse actually is where you get the most out of. If you want to tap into your inner beast, the dark muse, ironically, is where you're going to get the most of that energy from." Isn't that something? And then oh, I didn't know that. Well, I do want to be more beastie in my basketball game. I don't know. It sounds kind of dangerous. They're molding children into using the dark energy to advance. Look at the word amusement. Look at the word music. Etymology is a motherfucker. That word wouldn't be in there for nothing. These are the two top spaces where muses are used. Now, these are demonic entities that a lot of artists and entertainers latch onto to Like when Denzel said before one of those movies, he had a huge block and he couldn't get it together. And he said he went in the corner and prayed. And after he got done praying, he came out and he don't remember nothing. He knocked the part out and all that shit. What was the boy from Snowfall just said? He had at the last episode, the last season, he had writer's block. He went in the corner, talked to the devil, and came back and did the role. I mean, like, we've heard artists say this all the time. Eminem came up with an alter ego. A lot of rappers have alter egos. This is the muse. This is where they get the power from. If you notice, the fame rises with the alter ego. Eminem was the artist, but Slim Shady is who everybody fell in love with. Jay-Z was his name, but Jehovah is who everybody fell in love with. The alter ego. Kanye West, nobody calls him that no more. Yeezus was the alter ego. Yeezus became Ye. Kanye West has got several demons in him. And you can see them. This is why his personality shifts so drastically. So you have to pay attention to these spaces and pay attention to these words, because a muse is a demonic entity predominantly used by people chasing fame. That's what these entities specialize in. So this is the doorway to fame. This, when you get to begging for fame and you think you're talking to God, that's who's going to answer you. God don't deal with that. God don't deal with superficial begging. So anytime you begging for a new car, or you begging for some money, or you begging for anything superficial, and y'all be saying, I know Jesus real because I asked for this and he showed. If you ask for some money and you got it, you wasn't talking to God. God don't deal with money. You get answers to certain questions that you shouldn't be asking, and you use that answer to validate your belief. But the thinking wasn't right from the core. We have to just be willing to swallow our pride, admit a few things, and look into a few things. And the world will open up to you in a different way. Trust me, it's crazy being the only one that be thinking a certain kind of way. But then when I say baseball is Masonic, then I show you shit like this, baseball. Then you run into shit like this, Brothers of the Diamond, Freemasonry and professional baseball. Y'all wouldn't even know a book like that exists. And like we said, you got to throw up the devil horns to go bowling. And then you got to knock down the upside down pyramid. It's an upside down pyramid. You got to knock it down. So the devil got to knock down the pyramids. Isn't that interesting? The more pieces of the pyramid you knock down, the higher your score is. Isn't that something? We just got to be not afraid to make these connections. And once we make the connections, we can't be afraid to disperse the information. We be worried somebody gonna tell us we sound crazy, or somebody gonna say that don't make sense, or somebody gonna tell us that we bugging or whatever. And more than likely, they're gonna tell you all of those things. So what? I hear that shit every day of my life. I just got cussed out by a black woman for saying black women should have their clothes on. And she used a pro-black revolutionary stance to try to prove her point. Told me gender equality has nothing to do with feminism. What the fuck was the feminists fighting for? Wasn't it gender equality? People just say shit. I don't know why they say it. We have to be unafraid, dare to be different, and look into things. Stop believing shit just because so-and-so said so, or because your favorite rapper said it, or because your favorite actor said it, or whatever the fuck. These people get paid millions to tell you anything. You know, just look at it this way. This is how you start testing people. Think about, be honest with yourself. You ain't got to tell nobody. But start asking yourself, what's the dollar amount that someone could give me that I would lie about damn near anything? We all got to just don't be sitting here lying talking about I wouldn't tell no lies for money. You're a motherfucking lie. You just told one for free. So we know you'll do it for money. So be honest with yourself and say, what's the dollar amount that if it was right in my face, it ain't too many things I wouldn't tell a lie about. Now, if you can be honest about that dollar amount, then you can realize that your favorite celebrity makes 10 times that much. It's just that simple. So if you'll do it for so little, they'll definitely do it for so much. And if you just be real right there in that space, you can learn a lot. It's simple. It don't have to be complicated, but it do be. So either way it go, we we got to be more upfront. The signs and symbols, all of the shit that we're looking at what we think we're looking at. Just that simple. And y'all know what it is. We headed to Clubhouse. So don't meet me there, beat me there. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. But the application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone.